But anyway, let's move on and let's get into this Gene Hackman story. So, we were talking about, the thing of like when they were found unalive in their house, whatever. A lot of people thought that there was some carbon monoxide poison that may have taken him out. But now there was word coming out that may have been dead um 10 days before his body was found. So that was like literally, it sounds about right around the time of the 2 weeks that the people that worked on the compound said that they were not at the place. So they probably had died shortly after they were gone, and then he died. And then maybe she died of a broken heart. But anyway, according to Variety, it says the deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, remain under investigation. Now, Santa Fe County Sheriff Aiden Mendoza shared at a press conference on Friday afternoon. In a statement, Mendoza stated that both Hackman and Arakawa's bodies tested negative for carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, the sheriff also disclosed that Hackman's pacemaker recorded its last event on February 17th, meaning that it is currently assumed that that is the date that the actor died. Mendoza said there remains uncertainty over the order of the couple's deaths. Now, final toxicology and autopsy reports remain pending, a process that Mendoza says could be a month or 3 months longer. Initial findings indicate that there was no external trauma to either individual. Now, in their investigation, authorities collected 2 green cell phones, 2 bottles of medication, 1 bottle of over the counter Tylenol, a request for medical records, and a 2025 monthly planner for evidentiary purposes. The sheriff also stated that they have found no security inside or outside the residence that could be collected to help determine a timeline. Authorities will continue to conduct interviews with workers within the couple's gated community. Now, the bodies of Hackman, who's 95, and Arakawa, who's 65, he married a woman 35, 30 years younger than him. Well, isn't that usually how it is in Hollywood? Were discovered along with one of the couple's dogs in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home Wednesday afternoon. Authorities stated that foul play was not suspected. The death of the couple was later deemed suspicious by investigators in a search warrant affidavit. Now, Hackman and Arakawa were found after a concerned maintenance worker contacted neighborhood security to perform a welfare check. Arakawa was discovered lying on a bathroom floor. A prescription pill bottle was open on the countertop with pills scattered nearby. Now, Hackman was found in the mudroom adjacent to the kitchen. A German Shepherd was also discovered in the bathroom closet near Arakawa's body. 2 healthy dogs remain on the property, and the County Animal Control Division was summoned to ensure their safety, per the sheriff's office. Now, authorities initially shared that Arakawa's body showed obvious signs of death, body decomposition, bloating in her face, and mummification in both hands and feet. Hackman's body was similar and consistent with the female descendant or descendant. You want to know something? This, like, when you hear stuff about this is like, oh my God, like the human body, the things that it goes through when you're dying. Like, people be talking about that all kinds of the fluids be coming out of your body, like you be shitting yourself through all kinds of, I'm like, ew. Like, I could never work in a morgue because I'm me having to deal with all that. First of all, I couldn't work in a morgue, and I damn sure couldn't work in a hospital and be a nurse, because the stories that I've heard from people in my family that are nurses and the things that y'all be protruding and inserting in your bodies that be having to get removed and things of that nature, and the fluids that come out of y'all, it's like, I can't. It's like it's funny how I can tolerate body horror in a movie, but I can't tolerate real life body horror, because I'm like, But it might, but the funny enough, if you study it enough, it might be great inspiration to include in a movie. So yeah, so that is the latest update on that. And then we already spoke about his daughter Leslie Ann Hackman, who spoke to the Daily Mail about her father's death and said that he was a very good physical condition despite his old age, and actually thanked his wife for keeping him on a strict diet, keep him on a straight and narrow, and taking good care of him. So at this point, all we can do right now is just wait until the official autopsy comes out for us to find out what the details of their deaths are. But it's good to know. Well, I didn't even know about what pacemakers do because I don't have one. But pacemakers keeping a record of like, okay, so when it's shut off, that's around the time that, okay, if you're not alive, the pacemaker no longer is useful. So then you can record what had happened to the person, and then that's that. So I do like the idea that we have that information. And I also love the fact that now we know there was no carbon monoxide poisoning. So now, like I said, all we have to do right now is just wait for the autopsy report, and then we'll know, I guess, based off of what they find out, what was their cause of death. So I say all of this to you guys. What do you think of this latest development regarding Gene Hackman and his wife, you know, being found, and then they said that they were tested negative for carbon monoxide poisoning? So, and I will definitely keep you guys abreast of this story as it develops. So whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.